Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers with Akers Pest Control, and today I'm going to go over the 7 most asked questions that I ever get asked as an exterminator about bed bugs. Hopefully this video will be informative. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, think about subscribing to my channel. I try to do videos every so often, try to do live streams over the weekend. I try to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week, so hopefully this will be both entertaining and knowledgeable for you, and so that you'll have some stuff to go over. Now, what spurred this video was a message on Facebook, and I'm gonna change the name to Bob, but Bob has actually compiled a list of really the 7 most asked questions that I ever get asked by anybody about bed bugs. And so hopefully this will help you. And my wife is going to read them off like she's going to interview me. And bear with me, you might hear some breathing and stuff because she's having contractions. We're getting ready to maybe have to go have a baby here pretty soon. But this is the way I am. I work all the time. So, yeah, and so does she. So hopefully this video will be informative and it'll help you guys. So what's the first question?
Okay, the first question he asks is, should he vacuum...
Or she.
Or she.
It's Bob, but it might be a girl.
Okay. Should Bob vacuum up the diatomaceous earth that he's already applied before he applies Crossfire?
Okay. Now, for those that don't understand, Crossfire is a pesticide. Now, you may not be able to hear her too well, but what she asked was if what happened is Bob's been watching my channel, and he has seen that I recommend using Crossfire, which is a pesticide for bed bugs. And it's really only for bed bugs. It's what it's labeled to use for. He asked it. He's done put diatomaceous earth down, or DE, as most people call it, and he has sprinkled it all over his mattresses and his floors at different places. And he's asking if he should vacuum it up before he applies pesticide. And you should absolutely vacuum up diatomaceous earth before applying any pesticide to your furniture or your mattresses or your box spring or your bed frame.
Okay. The second question is...
Second question.
Should I not use DE after applying Crossfire?
Okay, so this is another diatomaceous earth question. He asks if he should use diatomaceous earth after applying Crossfire. Now, this is a very specific question, and the reason I want to go with it from this angle, Crossfire is mostly non-repellent, meaning that bed bugs don't really recognize it as a chemical. It's not too bad about chasing them up the walls. If you've ever had a real severe problem with bed bugs, a lot of the times the bed bugs, after you treat with pesticide, they tend to run up the walls and go up near the crown of the ceiling. And so if you use Crossfire, don't use diatomaceous earth at all. I have used diatomaceous earth before. Actually, let me be more specific, because I've explained this in some of my other videos and I really wasn't specific enough. Alpine dust is mostly diatomaceous earth. So it's diatoms plus, diatomaceous earth basically plus active ingredients. So it's not just diatomaceous earth, it's also diatomaceous earth with pesticide. And I have used that in wall voids before in order to keep bed bugs from running into the wall. That is a useful application of diatomaceous earth. But you do not want to apply it anywhere where you are going to be able to breathe it in, like your mattresses. A lot of people will apply it between their mattress and box spring. They'll cake it on, and you jump on the bed, and it puffs up everywhere, and you really don't want to breathe it in. So I would definitely suggest that you do not use diatomaceous earth after applying Crossfire to your mattresses or box springs. You're better off not using it at all from that point.
So just to follow up on that, maybe a Billa Duster if I were to really remove my outlet covers.
Okay, so if you were to remove your outlet covers and dust with a Billa Duster inside your outlets, that's fine. But don't use it on your beds. Don't use it in your room. Don't use it. Don't use it. Honestly, you don't need to use it. Crossfire is going to attract. It's not necessarily going to attract the bed bugs. You are going to attract the bed bugs if you treat your mattress and your box spring like the label says to do. Then when the bed bugs come out to get to you, to bite you, to suck your blood, they're going to die on the mattress. So you don't need to use Diatomaceous Earth after you've applied Crossfire.
Okay.
It's just a waste of money.
Okay, this is another Diatomaceous Earth.
Another
question.
DE question.
So he's thinking, and he's asking, if he does apply Diatomaceous Earth, is it just going to cover up the insecticide?
He's asking, if he uses Diatomaceous Earth, will it cover up the insecticide? Yes, it will. But not in the same way. So basically, this is the same question I was very similar to the question I was just asked. So if you apply Diatomaceous Earth down over top of Crossfire, the bugs are not going to crawl through the Crossfire because they don't want to crawl through the Diatomaceous Earth. So you should not put Diatomaceous Earth on top of a chemical. Really a chemical ever. It doesn't matter if you use Crossfire or anything else.
Okay, this is more specifically about how to apply it.
How to apply what?
The Crossfire.
Okay.
How wide of a path should he spray along the wall to the carpet?
Okay.
Like 6 inches.
Now, people ask
less.
this question very, very commonly when they find out that I advise people to use Crossfire. All right, so the question is, when you're going around and treating your baseboards, which is what I recommend people do, because that's what the label says to do, cracks and crevices, what that means is when you apply a pesticide, whether it's Crossfire or anything else, Alpine or whatever, when it says on the label to apply as a crack and crevice treatment, which is what I always recommend doing for bed bugs, other than the bed, the cracks and the crevices is the only place you want the chemical to go. You know, he's asking if he should go 6 inches away from the wall, 6 inches up the wall, 3 inches out, 3 inches up. You don't do anything but the cracks and the crevices. You don't treat the floor. You don't spray the carpets. You don't broadcast, under the bed, on the floor everywhere, because bed bugs don't live in the floor. They live behind baseboards. They live in wall voids. They live on the bed itself, in the cracks and crevices on the bed frame. Let me see if I can show you here. So like my bed frame has got a crack right here. You'd want to treat inside that crack. That's a place the bed bugs are going to be. Around your bed frame, if you pick up your box spring and your mattress, pull them up, treat the bed frame. Treat the baseboards, just the cracks around the baseboard. You don't need to treat and spray a whole bunch of chemical all over your wall or all over your floor. That's just a waste of pesticide. Crossfire is not cheap. So yeah, I hope I answered that question.
So basically, like the crack.
Basically, follow the label and do what the label says. Yeah. If the label says to treat in the cracks, treat in the cracks. And the cracks only. Only treat the cracks. Don't treat out on the floor. Don't spray your floor.
And this is basically what you just covered. Should I get it damp down to the base of the carpet? Okay,
so he's asking, should he get it damp down to the base of the carpet? So what I'm guessing he's asking is, should he actually soak his carpet? No. You only need to treat the crack where, okay, so when they apply carpet, typically your baseboard is going to hover about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch above the floor. And then they use these little kickers that they hit with their knee all around the outside rim of the baseboard to push the carpet under the baseboard. That's the crack that the bed bugs like to live in, is where the carpet actually meets the baseboard. You just need to spray, that's it. Without actually showing you how to do it, which I've got a video in the works planned on how to actually apply a crack and crevice treatment. I have not made one yet. It is a goal of mine. I just have not had the chance to do it. It takes a lot to film that kind of video. And so, you basically just want to spray the cracks. You don't want to get it wet. You don't want to soak it. Really, honestly, a 1/2 gallon of Crossfire should be enough to treat. And this is finished solution. A 1/2 gallon of finished solution Crossfire should be enough to treat a whole house. 3-4 bedrooms. It really, honestly, shouldn't take much more than that to do a whole house. So just to give you an idea.
And yeah, he was just basically wondering about like the carpets. Are they going to live down in the carpets? But I think you answered that.
They live in the carpets beside the baseboards. Those are the places they live.
Okay. And then he didn't really actually specifically ask this question, but he mentions that he has encasements on his mattress and box springs.
Okay, so now he's asking, he says he has I think I know what this question, where he's going with this
Well,
one.
he doesn't ask a question.
He mentions that he has mattress encasements, which is basically a zipped up mattress cover that completely covers the entire bed to keep bed bugs in or out of a mattress. I don't advise mattress encasements at all, ever. The reason that I don't is because the only okay, let me actually be specific. I do advise mattress encasements when the mattress is brand new, being brought into a house. It's never had bed bugs before, never been in a bed bug home. There's nothing wrong with putting encasements on the mattress or the box spring to help keep bugs from getting inside these products. That's fine. But if you have bed bugs already, you are wasting your money by using encasements. And the reason this is because the bed bugs can survive for 18 months or longer without a blood meal. So if they're inside your encasements and they are living, the thing is, your encasement's not going to last 9-10 months. It's going to rip. It's going to get a hole in it. And no tape doesn't fix holes. I've gone to people's houses where they've got duct tape, electrical tape, all kinds of different tape, cellophane tape, all kinds of different tape, taping over the holes in their mattress encasements. The bed bugs are coming out all around the holes anyway. So it's not, tape doesn't work. You can't just seal up your mattress encasement. You have to buy a brand new one. And once the seal is broken and the bed bugs can get out of your encasement, then they're out and they're back in the house again, and they're laying eggs on your bed, and they're laying eggs on the floor, and they're laying eggs all over the place. So you're really just wasting your money. You're better off taking the encasements off your bed and chucking them in the garbage. Treat your mattress, treat your box spring, treat your bed, treat your baseboards, treat everything in the house, and then let the bugs come to dinner. Because when they crawl over the bed to get to dinner, which is you, they crawl over the treated surface and they die. And it is effective 100%. It will absolutely kill the bugs. If the bugs try to get to you and they cross through the crossfire, it will kill them. Flat out. Dead. So, hopefully, I think this is the last question, wasn't it?
That was the last question, but now I might want to add just an 8th question to that.
All right. This is a bonus question because the wife has thought of another question.
Well, because I was talking to someone the other day. Some exterminators are doing weekly crossfire treatments. Why do you not do that?
Oh, yeah. We've been talking back and forth with a lady, and she explains that her exterminator is using Crossfire once a week, and he's been coming about 5 or 6 times, and so it's about a month and a half worth of treatments. The label of Crossfire allows for once a week treatments, once every 7 days, but there is a residual of 30 days with Crossfire. I treat once every 30 days. I treat for 3 straight months, sometimes longer. It just depends on how severe the infestation is. I've eliminated bed bugs with Crossfire with 1 treatment. I still go 2 follow-up treatments, even if the bed bugs are dead after the first treatment, because eggs can take... All right, the general consensus years ago was that eggs typically hatched on a 6 to 10 day cycle. That is the norm. Normally, they do hatch within 10 days. But there have been instances recorded where bed bugs have been able to live in their egg capsule for up to 4 months. So the reason that I go 3 full months plus maybe even an extra time, that gives you the full time that the eggs could possibly hatch. In a home that's heavily infested, you may want to figure on just going 4 months, because that's how long it takes the eggs to hatch. That's going to ensure that there is a residual down for the full 4 months, and that's what I recommend. And if you're going to do it yourself, expect to tear your beds apart once a month for 4 months. That's all that's really needed. The chemical is going to last for an entire month. So there's no reason to go every, once a week. I mean, you could. It's expensive if you figure that you're having to pay for this 90-day plan and you're coming once a month. That's what, 12 visits? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort. That's really just wasted effort, honestly. The Crossfire is good for a month. I use it that way. If you're going to do more frequently than a month, just once every 2 weeks. Twice a month is fine. I think 4 times a month is really overkill. There's no reason to go that often. The chemical is amazing. It's the best pesticide on the market for bed bugs. Hands down, never used anything like it. It is top notch, grade A. I am not paid by MGK. I have sold thousands of dollars worth of their pesticide because I know people have bought it who I have told to buy it and they buy it. So it works. It works really well, and I don't get paid anything to tell you this. And if for some reason Crossfire quits working, I'm going to be the first person to tell you it's a waste of money. So if there aren't any more questions from the peanut gallery over here, then we're going to call this a good video. It's about 15 minutes. It's too long already. And hopefully this has been helpful. I hope it has helped answer a lot of these questions, and it'll give me something I can send to people. Because I talk forever. You see how I am. I get people on the phone and I just ramble on and on and on. And this hopefully will save a lot of issues where people are on the phone with me forever and I'm not bugging too many people talking too much. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing once again. Check me out on Facebook if you have any questions. It's Green Acres Pest Control, LLC. Don't hesitate to send me a question. This was actually a Facebook question that I made into a video. If you have a real, like a question about anything else, any other bugs, doesn't have to be bed bugs. Just seems like that's what I get questions about all day anyway. So that's what I try to answer the most, whatever people ask. So, good night. Have a good day, and maybe next time you see me, I'll have a little boy. Bye.